Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thanks so much for joining me. And for you new viewers, thanks for checking out my channel. I definitely appreciate it. Now today we have something that I don't normally review, and that's a dress watch. But the good folks over at Mondaine suggested that I take a look at their watch. They sent me this review unit, so I definitely appreciate it. Again, I'm not normally into dress watches, but I've seen this watch around for years and years and years. They have a couple other really neat models. One being the stop to go, which is a quartz version. It's where the second hand stops for 2 seconds, then the minute hand advances. Unfortunately, they're sold out of all of those. I couldn't get a hold of one of those. And I'll tell you about their Essence collection later, which uses 100% recycled materials. This company is extremely environmentally conscious. So if you care about the planet, which I do, you can definitely check out their Essence collection. Again, I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. But anyway, today we have an automatic watch. This is the EVO Automatic Large Silver Case. I'm not going to read the model number because honestly, it's just too long. And again, I want to thank Mondaine for this review unit. I definitely appreciate it. And again, you know I'm not into dress watches, but this is a really good looking dress watch. And guys, this is a true dress watch. No lume, smaller size case. It's, if you want to go out on the town, a night on the town, go out to dinner or whatever, you might want to strap this on your wrist. Let's check it out. All right, guys, we'll get into this, but first check out my Amazon shopping channel. If you like any of the other watches I've reviewed on my channel, I do get a very small commission if you buy from my Amazon store, so I definitely appreciate it. Also, make sure you check out my watches for sale playlist for all the latest watches I'm selling on my channel, including this one. And now you can also become a member or supporter of the channel for $4.99. This guarantees a response from me for your comments and questions, and you get priority access to all watch sales. So if you see a watch on my channel that you like and you want to buy and you're a supporter, you definitely get priority access to that sale. So this is some of their very sustainable packaging right here. You probably can't see this, but you can see the fibers in the paper. So all this packaging is recyclable. Really cool. I can never say recyclable. There you go, recyclable. Anyway, there is the packaging. There's the back, and it tells you a little bit more about it. The Mondaine family, they've been family owned for what, 60 years, something like that. Pretty cool. They're not, some big corporate owned thing. Pretty cool. Let's go and open it up. So the outer, watch case is made out of recycled paper. The inner watch pouch is made out of recyclable PET plastic. And I'm going to try to pronounce this. I'm sure I'm going to screw it up. It's a polyethylene terephthalate, something like that. Anyway, plastic bottles. That's what this is made out of. Pretty cool. Now, the functionality of this little red, this is supposed to, basically look like the red second hand, but I don't know what its actual function is when it comes to the pouch. It doesn't seal the pouch. It doesn't close the pouch. I'm not quite sure what it does pouch-wise, but I guess it looks cool. You can see right here on the tag, recycled PET right there. Again, polyethylene terephthalate. Anyway, and their Essence collection uses resinous, which I believe is castor oil for the cases, natural rubber for the straps, and recycled PET for the multi-purpose pouch. That's what this is. The Essence collection pouches, I believe, are white. So pretty cool, man. I mean, if you can recycle stuff and use it for other means, that's awesome. I mean, why not? I mean, we only have one planet. Let's take care of the dang thing, Pretty cool. All right. So there is the pouch. Here is the watch. Now, along with the eco-friendly packaging and using recycled paper and plastic bottles, basically Mondaine has been around since 1951. They're family owned, and since 2019, they produce 80% of their own electricity through solar panels. So that's awesome. That's awesome environmental responsibility. I applaud them for doing that. So this is definitely too small for me. If I wanted to go out on the town, I'd have to put it on some sort of really nice leather strap, or maybe even a NATO. It'd probably look better on a leather strap. Again, not into dress watches. They're just normally not my thing, but I like the design of this. This, harkens back to like the Bauhaus designs of the, 30s and 40s. Very minimalistic, but very functional at the same time. You know, you get your hour and minute hands. I mean, you can't not read this watch. I mean, it's incredibly legible. You've got the little lollipop there on the second hand, or basically what they call the stop and go second hand, that big red stop sign, basically. You got your day and date over there at 3 o'clock. You know, you got all your indexes here, which are, you know, basically the same rectangle. You got Mondaine up at the top. And I believe that is the Swiss Railways. In fact, it is. That's the logo for the Swiss Railways, and it's written in 3 different languages, German, French, and Italian. That's what those little abbreviations mean right there. So this is modeled after a very famous Swiss Railways clock, and that's basically where they're getting the design from. The case is highly polished. I don't see any brush surfaces anywhere on this thing. Very simple case design. You got your lugs jutting out there. Again, highly polished. You got a snap case back, no screw down here. Unfortunately, no sapphire either on the front or the skeleton case back. It's all mineral crystal. You know, for a watch this expensive, I was expecting sapphire, but no sapphire. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and tell you all the basic specs, and I'll put the rest down there in the description field for you. Let me get rid of all this stuff here. Get rid of this packaging. And before I do that, here is the manual right there. And of course, here is your international warranty card. There you go. All right. So we're going to tell you the specs. And you know, I'm not really used to reviewing dress watches, so bear with me if I fumble through a little bit of this. I'm just, you know, I know, you know, a whole bunch of them don't have Lume. This one does not have any Lume. That doesn't mean that some of their watches don't have Lume, but the Lume that they do have is on the back side of the minute and second hand, which is actually kind of cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and tell you about this thing. You're looking at a 40mm stainless steel case. It's 11.7 millimeters thick. It's 45.5 millimeters lug to lug. Again, it comes on a 20mm leather strap. Water resistance is only 30 meters, which is around 100 feet. The movement is a Sellita SW220-1. You're getting about 38 hours of power reserve. Again, you only get a mineral crystal, no sapphire here, unfortunately. And again, check out the description field for the rest of the specs. You know, it's a snap case back, non-screw-down crown. You know, it is windable, it is hackable, all that stuff. Check that out down there in the description field. So guys, I like this watch. If I was to do a dress watch, I would do something like this or very similar to it. It's a good looking watch for sure. I'm not quite sure and have never really understood why dress watches don't have any Lume. I mean, don't you want to tell the time at night too if you need to? I'm not quite sure. I've never understood that. But, you know, this one is a true dress watch, non-screw down crown, low water resistance, no Lume. I mean, highly polished everywhere. I like that crown. That crown is a technique called cloisonné, where they basically fill it in with enamel, and that's how you get that M. So it's kind of like it's machined, then they fill it in with paint, basically is what they do. But anyway, it produces a really, really nice effect. I like that crown. There are the lugs. Here's the strap. Of course, it's a genuine leather strap. Again, there's the case back. There's a little sticker on the case back. I don't know if you can see that, but that is not a sticker. That is actually screen printed on the crystal, the Mondaine logo right there. So that is not on the sticker, but there's a sticker on this. Anyway, there is a Sellita SW220-1 movement. You got a little bit of perlage on the rotor, which is nice. Anyway, the rest of the movement is really non-decorated. You got some laser etching around the periphery of the case back. Tells you a little bit more about the watch. You know, it's Swiss made, 30 meters water resistant. Here's the other side of the strap. You got the Mondaine logo. You've got a fixed keeper. Y'all know those drive me nuts right there. And a movable keeper. Nice buckle with the Mondaine logo right there. Here is the tag. I'm assuming printed on recyclable paper. Yep, you can tell it's kind of got that kind of light beige color. There is the tag. There you go. So man, you know, there's really not too much to tell you about this thing. You know, you got your day and date over there at 3 o'clock. It's a good looking dress watch. Very minimalistic. Again, that Bauhaus design from like the 30s. Only functional thing about the watch that drives me a little bit nuts is this crown is tiny. It's a good looking crown, but man, is this thing small. My big fingers have a very hard time turning this crown. So I would, you know, suggest they maybe increase the crown size just a little bit. It's very, very small, but that might be part of the design. Again, being a dress watch, you know, it's not a diver. and that's what I, review 99% of the time. So I'm not used to super small crowns like this. But it's a good looking watch, very, very legible. Everything has been, done to perfection. Nice creamy white dial. Again, very legible, good looking watch. You get that big pop there on the second hand. The date window, I like the date window. It would have been cool if they had maybe put some sort of bezel around the date window, some sort of frame to frame it out just a little bit, because that does really blend in with the dial. But it's not a big deal. So, I mean, there you go, man. Again, I can't try this watch on, too small for me. And I'd show you the Lume, but there is none. There's just no Lume. Now, there are a couple other watches that they make. They make the stop-to-go models, which unfortunately they're all sold out of. That's, again, where the second hand stops for 2 seconds, then a minute hand advances, then a second hand starts again. Those are really, really cool, but they're just sold out of them. Their Essence collection, again, uses all recyclable materials, castor oil, or I think it's called resinous for its case. Again, the natural rubber for all the straps, and the recycled plastic bottles for those multi-purpose pouches, one of which I just showed you. So if you really want something sustainable, check out the Essence collection. If you want one of the stop-to-go models, which are quartz, get on their waiting list. I hope that they'll start making them again. I'm not quite sure why they're sold out of literally every single one of them. But, this would really look good on a longer leather strap maybe, or maybe even like a white strap. I'm not quite sure. It would look good, but you're definitely, at least for me, I would definitely have to put this on something longer. So good looking watch, man. Good looking watch. Again, I try it on for you and show you the Lume, but there's none of each. So anyway, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put a link in the description field so you can head on over to Mondaine and pick one of these up. I think they're currently $650. Let me double check for you real quick. Yeah, they're $650, and Evolution, basically they got this name. This is an evolution of the original watch. They redesigned this back in 2018. So this is kind of like an evolution of the original. They just did a minor design change. But again, if you want to pick one up, they're $650 over on Mondaine's website. And as always, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell, and I will see y'all on the next review. Take care. Bye-bye.